It's that time of the year again. Is No Nut November actually good for you? Millions of men try it every year, but the science is pretty clear about what actually happens when you abstain from ejaculation. I'm Dr. Lisa Sabrina, urologist and pelvic surgeon, and today we're breaking down the truth about semen retention. What increases, what decreases, and the one thing your body does automatically that can ruin the whole challenge. So, what exactly is semen retention? It's the practice of avoiding ejaculation in any form. No sex, no masturbation, no release whatsoever. Every November, many guys participate in No Nut November, a 30-day challenge that started from a Reddit post in 2011 and became a viral phenomenon. Now, this video isn't meant to tell you whether you should or shouldn't participate. If you try this practice out of curiosity and it helps you in any way, psychologically or spiritually, by all means, continue doing it. However, I want to clear up the scientific misconceptions surrounding this practice, because many people claim that semen retention boosts testosterone, improves fertility, and creates massive ejaculate volume. The real question is, does science actually back this up? Before we dive into the research, if you're serious about optimizing your sexual health, grab my free, science-backed guide covering the top 10 things that actually enhance pleasure and performance. No myths, just evidence. Get it at www.riamalikkmd.com. More pleasure. Now, let's break down what the science really says. Let's start with testosterone. Across all the scientific literature, there are only two small studies, one with 10 men and another with 29 men, that looked at testosterone levels during semen retention. The first study showed a testosterone increase after 3 weeks of abstinence. But there's a catch. These were young, healthy men who knew that after 3 weeks, they'd get to watch pornography and masturbate at the study's end. This matters because it's an anticipatory cue. Their brains were expecting a sexual reward, which naturally spikes sex hormones. Your body literally prepares you to pursue that sexual reward by increasing testosterone. The second study found that testosterone did increase after 7 days but quickly dropped back down. So even if there is a temporary increase, which I doubt, it's extremely short-lived and likely driven by anticipation, not by retention itself. Now let's talk about fertility, and this might surprise you. Semen quality actually declines the longer you abstain, especially after 5 to 7 days. After that time without ejaculation, studies show increased DNA fragmentation, poorer sperm shape, morphology, and reduced movement, motility. So if you're trying to conceive, prolonged abstinence actually works against you. But there's one claim that's actually true. Abstaining from ejaculation does increase semen volume. Multiple systematic reviews, meaning large analyses that combine many studies, have looked at this. The first review examined 17 studies with abstinence periods up to 14 days, and the second analyzed 30 studies. Both confirmed that longer abstinence equals more volume. However, here's the detail most people miss: the rate of change. Semen volume increases by about 12% per day during the first 4 days. After that, the rate slows down significantly. There are two reasons for this. First, your body starts reabsorbing the semen that isn't ejaculated. It doesn't just keep building indefinitely. Second, the longer you abstain, the more likely you are to have a wet dream or nocturnal emission. That's your body's normal, automatic reset, a physiologic response completely out of your control. When that happens, you're back to zero in terms of volume. And this is where I take real issue. Some people see a wet dream as a failure or are told by their community that it's a terrible thing. Guys, you have no control over your wet dreams or nocturnal emissions. It's a normal physiologic process, so don't worry about it. When it happens, clean up and move on. Bottom line, if you're genuinely trying to maximize semen volume or even sperm health, the science says that about 4 to 5 days is your sweet spot. Going 30 days for No Nut November means you're probably just reabsorbing that semen or having a wet dream regardless. For couples trying to conceive, I generally recommend having sex every other day during the fertile window, before and during ovulation, to optimize both volume and sperm quality. So here's what I want you to take away. Semen retention is surrounded by tons of myths, claiming it can enhance testosterone, fertility, and more. The reality is that, yes, you might increase volume slightly, but your body has natural limits. Retaining semen won't give you magical superpowers. Whether you participate in No Nut November for the challenge, the community, or simple curiosity, now you know what's actually happening inside your body. If you found this helpful and want to separate fact from fiction about your sexual health, hit the subscribe button and find me here every week giving you answers to the questions most doctors just won't. And as always, remember, take care of yourself because you're worth it.